Now, if you've been on the internet for a long time, you've probably seen that there's a very easy way to make money if you're a streamer. All you have to do is set your camera up and go to sleep. And I'm not kidding, this makes tons of money. But today we're actually going to be looking at someone that did the opposite. And if you haven't quite worked it out yet, we're going to be looking at a streamer who just finished a 12-day staying awake challenge. Now, quick disclaimer, this is obviously very, very dangerous, so please do not try this at home. Let me just read you off the effects of not sleeping from 24 hours to 72 hours. So staying awake for 24 hours has the same effect on your brain as having a blood alcohol concentration of 0.1%. After 36 hours, which is a day and a half, you'll see signs of anger, aggression, hallucinations, confusion. After 48 hours, your vision will become really blurry, your reality will be distorted, and if you're insane enough to make it to the 72-hour mark, or 3 whole days, then your speech will become completely slurred. You won't be able to walk. So all those effects that I just read to you are after 5 days. This guy went for 12. So the person we're looking at is called Norm, and from what I can tell on his YouTube, you know what, I actually can't tell what he does, because his content is very confusing to me. I mean, he's got some standard sort of like Roblox content, which is fine to do. I'm not hating on anyone that does Roblox videos, but he also seems to have a series where he rates the emergency alert systems from different countries, rating countries' emergency alarm remixes. My mum rates every country's emergency alarm. I replaced emergency alarms with my voice, exposing fake emergency alarms.
Today we will be investigating EAS alarms and judging whether they are real or fake. Breaking news! The Germany EAS alarm is fake!
Yeah, alright, anyway. You know what, actually, it's starting to make a lot more sense why this guy chose to do a challenge where he stays awake for 12 days straight. Now, I can't show you every single thing that happened in this stream because it's a 260-hour stream. If you wanted me to go through 12 days of things happening non-stop, then I would also have to stay awake for 12 days. And I really don't want to go through what this guy went through. Now, where this stream really caught fire and people thought, hang on a minute, he's actually going to do it, was kind of around the 230-hour mark, which I realize is basically 90% of the way through the stream. But just to show you that I wasn't joking about the effects I was talking about earlier, here's the man himself talking about how he can see cats that aren't real.
Oh, I don't know why I tried to show you. Hallucinations, the only hallucinations I've really been getting, I've had a few others now, but like, it's just been cats. I see like little cats moving in and out, like around these corner curves, just like.
And the reason he was able to stay up for so long is because this time he had his friends there to help him. And when I say help him, I mean they basically forced him to stay awake.
Hey, come on, stand up. Come on, you gotta stand up. You alright, buddy?
How are you gonna say, are you alright, buddy, after just chucking a whole cup of water on this poor guy's face? They even forced him to stand up in an attempt to stop him from passing out. He's stumbling. He's literally falling over.
25,000 viewers, down.
I don't know why that was so funny to me. His friend's sitting there going, wow, 25,000 viewers, let me get my hair straight. Meanwhile, buddy on the left here is passing out. He cannot see the screen in front of him. He then goes on to hallucinate so badly that he thought his friend was Eddie Brock, you know, Venom, and then tried to punch him.
Look over there. Ow! What was that for?
What is it?
What?
Yeah, Venom.
What?
Eddie Brock?
No! I'm not fucking Eddie Brock!
I mean, I know I'm laughing now and they're laughing in that clip, but if we actually think about it, this poor guy is going through it. Now at this point, he's basically passing out every 5 seconds, and the only reason he's still awake is because his friends are forcing him to stay up. And I know I'm saying forcing, but I literally genuinely mean that they're having to force his body to stay awake, because this guy wanted to continue. But after poking Norm with a broom to wake him up, his friend then says to the stream that he doesn't like doing this.
Thanks for the donut.
Serious donated $2. Permanent brain damage, 100%.
3,
Get him a doctor.
2, 1.
He's pushing him with a broom and then just chucking water in his face.
Bro, I was actually trying to kill his friend. Yeah, it does feel like that. But no, he told me to do this. I'm not enjoying this.
So you can hear him reading the chat where someone has said bro is literally trying to kill his friend, and he says, yeah, it kind of feels like that. I don't want to do this. And then, as you would expect with something as dangerous as this is, once it started getting loads of views, YouTube stepped in. As you can see in this screenshot, it says, it looks like Awake for 12 Days World Record Live 24/7 didn't follow community guidelines. To help keep our community safe, we removed it from YouTube. So he then decided to move the stream over to Kick and got banned. Now, I completely forgot that this existed, but he was banned pretty much everywhere, so the only place that he could stream was a website called Rumble.
Hey, no.
It looks like he's literally trying to climb into bed.
Tiny, if you sleep, you'll lose the challenge. If you sleep, you'll lose the challenge. You remember? Do you remember that?
This honestly feels like I'm watching a torture video. At one point, they must have been so blinded by the views that they were getting that they didn't see the state he was in, because they were deciding whether or not to go for 19 days, an extra week on top of everything that he's done so far.
Are we going to 19 days?
No.
So when are you going to quit?
If you're going to 19 days, we'll go to 19.
If you're going to 19 days, we're going to 19 days. Meanwhile, this man is stood there, not conscious and drenched with water. And like I said at the start of the video, the police turned up. It seems that somebody in his chat had doxed him and phoned the police to turn up at his address to do a welfare check.
So as you see there, I just live stream myself sometimes, and what they've done is they've called in just like a bunch of fake complaints. They've made up stuff just to waste your time, waste everybody's time.
Yeah, this is the second call we've had to the address.
Second?
Yeah, we had one yesterday.
To be completely honest, I don't even know how they got my address.
And I mean, shout out to the Australian police, because they must have been so confused when this call came in, telling them that they needed to go check on someone because they were streaming themselves being awake for 12 days. But they had him checked over in an ambulance and they said that he was fine to continue somehow. And then to go one step further than the police, his mum comes in equally as worried, but then she tells him to keep going and finish the challenge.
That last spurt of energy?
Well, we might
No, it's ending.
we might go to 19
You're
days.
not going.
Because these people tried their best to stop me.
No, well, the electricity will be going off in the house.
How?
I will turn the breaker off. You're not going. No, he's not going past.
The fact he's even trying to say that they wanted to go for 19 days when this guy is hallucinating non-stop is insane. But somehow, with his mum by his side, this guy went for 12 straight days of staying awake.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
6, 5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
1.
Beat it!
Well done.
And ignoring the fact that somehow none of them were counting together, he did it. He got a pat on the back, but he did it. And what better way is there to celebrate staying awake for 12 days straight than immediately doing a sleep stream? He's live right now as I'm filming this, currently asleep, and honestly, after everything that he's been through, he deserves it. So Norm, unfortunately, I do have to congratulate you for achieving such an insane and honestly stupid feat. I mean, well done. You stayed up for 12 days straight, you beat a record that unfortunately is no longer recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records because it's so dangerous, but you did it. You are now in the annals of history as the only man to stay awake for 12 days straight. And again, I can't say this enough, but please, please do not try this. The fact that he did this was insane, and he was only able to do it because they were using torture methods to keep him awake. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this is as insane as I'm describing it, or do you think I'm overreacting? Do you think that he's carved himself into the history of the internet, or do you think that he's done this all for nothing? Make sure you leave your opinions down in the comments below, and whilst you're down there, if you can like and subscribe, that would absolutely make my day. But other than that, see ya.